Hi, yeah, well, apologies about that. That was some technical issues. As you know, we do get through them. If you've got any comments on your team selection, do get them in. We were halfway through. Well, not quite halfway through. Malk Heggs is joined. Thanks for coming back in, Malk, and Andreas, and Lee Chapman. How are you, Lee? And Lisa, and Richard, and quite a few people, others as well. Lots of people watching on Twitter and Periscope as well. Anyway, let's get back to this. Just to recap on the team news as I know it, Kasper Schmeichel is very doubtful and out. Shinji's out. Danny Simpson's out with a groin. Robert Huth is still out with an ankle. Matty James has got his Achilles. And we're also hearing that Ben Chilwell and Daniel Amati are probably not going to be available. Vincente Iborra made a surprise first 45 minutes. Didn't look fit in that first 45 minutes, but he was out as well. So it's going to be an interesting one. We just started, if I get back to the team sheet as we were starting to look at it, we were starting to put some players in. Do let us know on your comments who you think should be in there. This was as far as we'd got. We'd got Ben Hamer in goal. We'd then got Wes and Harry at centre-backs. Christian Fuchs there at left back. And Ben Alouan, we're probably going to put him in there at right back. What do you think to that? I'm just trying to read people's comments out. Going to be interesting midfield, isn't it, tonight, to see who we want to win. I think I'm right in saying that Leicester are without a win in the last 22 Premier League meetings against Arsenal. That's pretty shocking, isn't it? And I think I'm right in saying that Arsene Wenger has also never lost to Leicester. So that's an interesting few couple of stats. Who would you put into midfield? Let me know your comments. I'm just scraping through here on Facebook to try and check some of your comments. Somebody's saying, Chap is saying, when is Ndidi available? I'm not sure when Ndidi's going to be back. He might not even be back for Sunday's game, we're hearing. Stephen Price is saying, I think we should play 3-4-1-2. Well, Stephen, if you think that's how we should play, let us know who and how, what sort of players are going to be in there. Mike Jenner saying, no Wes, please no Wes. Well, if you're not going to put Wes in there, who are we going to put back in there with him? Is Dragovic going to be part of the team today? That's going to be a big question. Monica, hi, how are you? Get your comments in. Let me know who you would like. Lee Chapin straight in with a Puel out. Okay, Lee. Well, that's fair enough. Let me know who you should have in this team. So, should we put Dragovic in instead of Ben Alouan or instead of Morgan? Let's take him in and put him into the space. Where would you have him? Should we play three at the back tonight? Arsenal are pretty good on the attacking side. They've got nothing much to play for tonight, if I'm honest, because they're sixth. They're going to stay sixth. So, should we be a bit more attacking? Should we play three at the back tonight? One of the things, I've not picked that yet. I'm waiting for your comments to go in there. Look, we all know Jamie Vardy's going to play up top, don't we? But we've got to get him some service tonight, if you ask me. So Jamie Vardy's our key person. Give him the ball and he will score. Just checking some of your comments in here. Richard Wilson's watching. Hi, Richard. How are you? Let me know. Richard, who do you think? How do we get the ball up to Vardy quicker? Richard actually saying put Dragovic in midfield. Well, we had Harry Maguire in midfield, which was a strange one. He's clearly been our best defender, but should Harry Maguire? Am I starting to? I'm just playing around here. Are we doing something like that? Maybe? Something like that. Let me know what you're thinking to that. Dave Lowesby saying I'd play Gray at number 10 with Harvey Barnes on the left. Mike Jenner saying play three at the backs with Fuchs, Maguire and Dragovic. So this is Mike's team. He's saying Fuchs, Maguire, Dragovic. That is Mike's setup at the back. What do you think to that? Three at the back. Okay, well, let's stick with that. So if we're playing three at the back, Richard's saying I'd put Iborra in. He's not fit, we're hearing. Malk Heggs is saying we're down to the bare bones. It's more of what can we get 11 fit on the pitch. Slinging a few of the kids, why not? We are now preparing for next season. It's a perfect opportunity to play some of the young lads, says Malk. Well, I think it is, but I think I think for Claude Puel, he'll want to win tonight, just like most Leicester fans will. One of the questions we said yesterday was, what would you rather have? A Leicester win tonight, or would you rather beat Spurs and potentially stop them getting in the Champions League on Sunday? I think most fans would like both. Ricky is saying Ben Hamer is awful. Okay, Ricky, who would you rather have? You can't have Casper, so do you want Jakupovic in there? I don't think Hamer's done anything particularly wrong, although we've lost 5-0 and 2-0. So for me, I'm going to leave Ben Hamer in there. Um, Clark Thurman saying Chilwell at wing-back. I believe Chilwell is injured tonight. If anybody disagreeing with me, let me know. But that is exactly what I am hearing, is that Chilwell is injured. So the big question I was getting onto is Jamie Vardy's up top. How do we get the ball to him? I think Riyad is going to play, isn't he? Obviously, he needs to do something. How do we play Riyad? Do we play him just off Jamie? There's got to be some connection between the two of them, hasn't there? I think Silva's going to be in midfield, isn't he? I'll come back to some of your comments and see what you're doing. But for me, Silva's got to be a big key person to get the ball through to Jamie Vardy. What do you all think to Silva? He's been a bit maverick at the moment, hasn't he? I've seen him do some great stuff for us, but I've not been convinced by him totally, if I'm honest. Considering the quality we're expecting from Silva, been a little bit disappointed. So for me, he's going to be a key man again for us tonight in the centre of midfield. I don't think we've got much choice. Ndidi is injured, so Chowdhury has looked. I thought it's been a great opportunity for Chowdhury, and chatted with a few fans after the match on Saturday who thought Chowdhury. Well, mixed reaction. Some people like me thought Chowdhury had done pretty decent. Some of the people thought that Chowdhury had a bit of a nightmare. I think he did well, but if you're passing the ball sideways and backwards, he did a lot of the ball passing back to Morgan and Harry Maguire. You could argue that's quite straightforward sort of thing to do. I'm going to come back to read some of your comments on here. Liam Boyle is saying Imati, I believe. I'm just checking my stats. I've done my bit of research. I believe Daniel Imati is out tonight, injured, so won't figure, along with Ben Chilwell, along with Ibora. Martin Geary saying Gray's got to be in. Okay, well let's get Gray in then for you. I think we're all. Anybody disagreeing with me that it's going to be a Chowdhury and Silva midfield today? Subject to Ndidi being fit, which we don't hear he is. Chowdhury being more defensive and helping to cover, maybe a back three like that. Silva as the attacking player. He's got to get the ball through to Mr. Vardy, hasn't he? That's got to be his job. Would you have Danny Drinkwater back there, just chucking in a bit of a curveball? It's been a topic of conversation. We hear Danny Drinkwater is clearly not happy at Chelsea. Would you have Danny back at Leicester City? I don't mind stating I would 100% have Danny Drinkwater back at Leicester City. Let me know your thoughts on that, especially if he was 16, 17, 18 million. If you would have Danny Drinkwater back, give us a big thumbs up or a love heart. That'd be great. If you're not so sure, put in the comments. But I would have Drinky back. Where have we got to in our team selection? So at the moment, because Mike said let's play three at the back, we're doing that. We've got then Chowdhury and Silva there. Benny the Loon is round here somewhere. I'm guessing I'm right. Right wing back, maybe. We've got Riyad. At the moment, I'm putting Riyad as a number 10. But maybe Riyad will have to play out on the wing. Let me know your thoughts on that. We are... Okazaki is out, so there's Shinji. How much of a miss has Shinji been for us this season at the end? For me, he works best with Jamie. He's a foil for Jamie. I noticed that Vards was running around a lot on Saturday against West Ham. But when he's chasing the ball down, if nobody else is chasing the ball down, Vardy might as well not bother, in honesty, because they'll just pass it around him. At least Shinji offers you that. So I think we've got Shinji out there injured, starting to build a bench up here. Ndidi, again, we think is injured. He's going to go into the injured pile, which is a shame because he's been a good player for us. Here's some question then for you. We've got 3 striking players. Let's make them a bit larger for you so you can pick. We've got Diabate. We've got Inacio. We've got Demarai Gray. Who's going to be our talent tonight in that attacking role? Put in the comments who you think out of those three should be up top. Probably, let's assume Riyadh is floating wherever Riyadh wants to play. Let me know who and how you think should be up top with Jamie Vardy out of our three suspects there. Kelechi Iheanacho, Diabate or Demarai Gray? I'm just going to read your comments here. So put in there who you think. Dave Sullivan is saying, hi Phil, team is selection tricky with injuries, but Vardy and Diabate up top for me. Dave, how are you? I hope you are well. It's been a little while since we've had a catch up. Lucky Foxes Dave says Diabate. So for you, Dave, I'm going to go for you because I've got to be fair. I was a little surprised when he was took off on Saturday because I thought Diabate had played decent, and to come off on the 60th minute was a bit of a shame. So Dave Sullivan is saying Diabate up top with Jamie Vardy. Let's make Vardy a little bit smaller there. Let me know. Get your comments in. Not getting so many comments today. People just watching maybe. Richard Wilson is saying get Shinji in, Shinji out and get Diabate in. Lee Sutton is saying get Gray behind Vardy. Lewis is saying I'd rather have my nan than them three in. I'm not using your last word, Lee. Owen is saying get Diabate in. Shane Whitmore, hi Shane, is saying get Iheanacho in. Will is agreeing with Shane and saying get Iheanacho in. But Liam is saying Diabate. I think Puel's got a soft spot for Diabate because he signed him. So he's got more on his weight of shoulders. Owen is saying, I agree. Why did he take Diabate off? He was the only person creating stuff. Richard Wilson is saying, I hear Slimani is back at Leicester. He probably is back at Leicester because he's suspended for the last games of the season after his little incident at Newcastle. So let's make these players back to normal size. Let's get this team sorted. You can see why Puel's struggling. I can certainly feel for him today. We've got three at the back. There was talk. Then we're playing these two up top. We've got to be more attacking. We're going to have Chowdhury and Silva. Well, in this formation, I am struggling. We have got, let me count the players, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need one player in this, but it looks a bit messy if you ask me. I suppose Riyadh's never going to go back that far, is he, as a left back? Could we be playing a 3-4-1-2? Would that work? What do you think? Get your comments into that. If we were playing Ben Hamer, three at the back, Chowdhury, Silva, we need somebody to fill this role on the left here. And all I'm seeing, apart from young lads who you'll have to forgive me, I've got Harvey Barnes in here, but he's a midfielder, isn't he? We've got Iheanacho, Gray. Could Demarai Gray play this role here? Could Demarai Gray do that? Let me know your thoughts on this. I'm going to think this team's a bit crazy, if you ask me today. But could it work? I quite like it. Demarai Gray, left sort of wing back, attacking up and down this side. Could he do that role for us? Leaving Chowdhury to sit and be defensive. Silva to get this ball through to either a quick ball through to Riyadh, to Jamie. What's this looking like? I think it's a four in midfield, if I'm honest. There's a lot of attacking flair in that team. You see, this is my thing. That looks so attacking. Let's start at the front. Jamie Vardy, Riyad Mahrez, Diabate behind him, Silva threading the balls through, Demarai Gray going up and down the wing. That's attacking. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 very attacking players plus Silva. And then defensive-wise, we've got Harry Maguire, Dragovic, Fuchs, 3 solid defenders. And Chowdhury sitting in front of them defending. Benny the Loon, to be fair, he's in there because there's nobody else. So he could be a solid right back for us. Well, as solid as Benny would be. I'm going to read your comments in a minute. Let you see. I'm going to count my players because I've done this before and pick 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 players in there and I've got Wes Morgan I'm dropping you to the bench. Bless you. Love you. Thank you, Wes, for everything you've done. But for me, you're on the bench. I've not got many on the bench. This is the sort of team we've picked. You, me, together. Some of you are going to like it. Some of you are going to disagree. Let's run through it. So we've got Ben Hamer in goal. We've got Mr. Fuchs at left. Well, left inner 3 with Harry and with Drag. So 3 at the back. Then we're playing a 4 sort of midfield. So 3-4-2-1 is where we're going at the moment. I think it's called a Christmas tree formation. We've got Damari Gray on the left, up and down. Chowdhury sitting, holding midfielder. Silva in front, threading the ball through to these two very attacking players. Riyad Mahrez, Diabate, getting a longer ball through for Jamie Vardy. I quite like the look of that. I'm going to read your comments now. I've not looked for a little bit. Let's see what... Rob Sturgis is saying I should be the manager. No, I shouldn't. But we're just having fun here. Martin Gear is saying Puel outfilling. Hey, trust me, I don't know nothing much about football. Yes, Malk, I am enjoying this because we haven't got much to pick from. So who knows what sort of team. I don't think we were that close on Saturday. Imitis is saying he's quite liking this formation, but he would put Inacio in. Yeah, I think I could imagine Nacho coming in. Get your comments in here. Liam is saying Darnell Johnson right back, DeBayo left back with Fuchs or Hughes centre back, 5 at the back. Lol. Well, this is sort of a 5 at the back, believe it or not. I mean, Benalouan can clearly be 5 at the back. Whether Damari Gray could be a left back. I mean, Damari Gray and Riyad on the same. So I mean, Riyad for me just plays wherever and can switch around, and I think Diabate could do that. But I'm quite liking this. I am quite enjoying this team. So let me know. Mount Heggs is agreeing with with Will saying time to get Darnell Johnson in. Richard Wilson saying Benny will struggle with moving and covering that right side. Yes, you are quite right. Benalouan will struggle probably, if I'm honest, with he wasn't too bad on Saturday, was he? But bless him. He's in there by default. Maybe it's time to give one of the youngsters. Have we got a young right back? You'll have to forgive me. I'm not that up on the under 23s at the moment. Tom Eaton. Hi, Tom. How are you? Tom Eaton is a Man U fan. I'm going to call him out now. How are you, Tom? You plastic. What you doing? We know you're a Leicester fan, Tom. Just admit it, mate. You're on here all the time because you want to be a Leicester fan. Anyway, Tom's saying Camart should be in there somewhere. Trust me, if Pontus Camart was available, he would be first name on the team sheet for those of you who can remember Pontus. What a great player he was. What do you think to this team then? Hamer, 3 at the back. Fuchs, Harry, Dragovic. Chowdhury as a holder. Silva as the guy who's going to thread it through. Damari Gray as a step-in left back. Benny the Loon as a right back. Diabate, seen some skills from him, working with Riyad, with Mr. Vardy. This guy is so important tonight. If we want to win, he needs to score, but he won't score if he's not given a ball. And these guys here, for me, Silva's key. Riyad is key. I'm making the players bigger. Diabate is exciting. Damari Gray, the enigma. This lot, I'm making him smaller, not because they're insignificant, but you lot defend, get the ball through. It's simple. That's what we used to do, isn't it? Get the ball through to Vards. And look at that talent in front, or just behind Vardy and in front of the defence. Silva, Mahrez, Diabate. I'm really liking the look of that. You lot have picked that, sort of with me trying to do it. Gareth is saying play Benny at centre-back. That's an interesting one. Benny Luan. But I've got to be fair, though. I thought Dragovic played really well, especially when we were chasing the game on Saturday. So that's what Gareth has said. Maybe switch Benalouan there for Dragovic. I've got to be honest, I'm not. I think Dragovic does nothing wrong. I'd play him back there with Benny the Loon there. Sam saying thinks it's a great selection. Owen is saying is Casper still injured? Yeah, Casper's injured. We hear. Sam is saying what about Jakupovic? To be fair, I don't mind. You can put Jakupovic. You can put Hamer in goal. To me, it doesn't matter. It's the people in front of them tonight who've got to do the stuff. Emmett is saying, get your suit ironed, Phil, and get ready. Anthony Lowe says, Phil, Pugh won't play like that. No, I quite agree. He probably won't. He probably won't. Mine is we get the ball forward as quickly as we can through Silva to Riyad and to Jamie Vardy. We've got two of the best attacking players in the whole of the Premier League in Riyad Mahrez and Jamie Vardy. Vardy needs. I don't look. It's not rocket science, is it? We'll go down and watch. What does Jamie Vardy need? He needs a quick ball through, either on the deck or over the top. And if we don't, I get it that we're trying to play this passing game, but if we don't try to get the ball through much quicker through to Jamie Vardy at every 5 minutes, quick ball through, whatever happens, that's what needs to happen tonight. Not all of this crabbing the ball through. Sam Walton saying that this is a Pearson formation. Yeah, it could, but it is because it's as you can see, it's loaded up top, but we've got skillful players. Will saying, didn't Dragovic injure his shoulder on Saturday? Yes, he did, and there was talk that he was seen coming out of the ground with it heavily strapped up. But I'm putting him in there because, again, let's go back to this bench. All these players over here are injured and more that I haven't got on there. The bench at the moment, I've got people who are left over. Jakupovic, Wes Morgan, Inacio, Harvey Barnes. I don't even know who else fills up the bench. Again, some of these injured players may come back in there. Maybe Ben Chilwell is available. Maybe Ibora will make it, but they're rumoured to be out. Richard Wilson is saying Vardy is our key player. If we don't feed him, we won't score. It's as simple as that, isn't it, Richard? Now, don't forget, before we finish off here, we always do our score predictions. Peter's Pizzas, our pals down there, give us some pizza. And don't forget, it's buy one, get one free before and after the match down at Peter's. Just phone up to book. So go down there and grab a pizza before the game if you fancy it. Thanks to ADT as well, the taxi company. If you fancy a beer down at the game, grab a cab. Don't be silly and drive. Grab a cab. Blues Bar is always the place to go for a beverage, a light refreshment of any sort. So that'll be good. We'll see you down there. What big thing, anybody who's watching this, we do want fans to come and speak to us before and after the match. So come find us. We always go to the same spot right in front of the Blues Bar. If you want to come on 100% LCFC, vent your anger. Hopefully tonight it'll be saying how well the game has gone. Come and find us at the Blues Bar. So that's our team. Thank you for joining us on Leicester Lineup live at lunchtime. I'm sure Mr. Pugh won't pick that team. That's the one that us fans have sort of mackled together. You can see, though, to be fair, by the injuries and who's left, it's not going to be easy for him. So from me, Phil, 100% LCFC, this has been Leicester City Lunchtime Live on a match day. We've picked the team. Let's see. Keep it Blue Army. Don't lose the face. Last home game of the season. Yeah, I'm looking out the window. It's still sunny. Enjoy the match. Let's make it a Leicester win. And for God's sake, let's get the ball to Jamie Vardy and score some goals, eh? Like and share this video and see you at the match. Cheers.